Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, if you've ever had a Kia or Hyundai, this should apply to almost all vehicles. One of the newer models, I'm gonna say 2006-7 is when this would start to apply, and this is currently a 2013 Kia Sorento. So in this video, this is what's broken, but what you'll see is generally this is the piece that breaks, and this little tab that's shaped like a L, that's generally what breaks on these, so you have to replace this part. So what broke on this particular model is this piece right here. So let me show you. This is the broken piece, and this is what holds this on from coming out like I just showed you. It pulls out. So the new part number, this is a Kia part right here, and this fits a 2013 and 14 Sorento, and there's the part number right there. So that's what we're going to be installing, but first we got to get this old piece out, and right now you can't open the door. So you see that little hook, and that has a hook on it as well. So you're going to put this in first, and then you're going to put that in like that, push in, and you see there's a little gap right here. So you're going to slide it this way kind of forcefully, and it pops in. So that handle is now in. So in order to get this in, you're gonna have to see this little plug. You're gonna have to take a screwdriver. Alrighty, so there's the plug. It's got a couple little tabs right there. Right there is so it's like a brass colored. We got the Phillips head, but it's a 10 millimeter. And you do not want to drop that inside the door panel. So in order not to drop it, I'm going to show you a trick, and you don't ever have to take the door panel off to do this replacement. So the easy way to take this off is using a socket, and I'll still do this little trick because even though it does have a magnet in there, I still like to make sure that the bolt is not going to drop in the door panel. So the sticky side of the tape here, you put it around the socket, you push in just a little bit, and that allows the socket, the bolt to stick in the socket, and you're not going to drop it. So you can use just a regular socket with the tape, but my magnetic socket has the wobble on it. And generally with the wobble, I will tape the wobble because I want it to stay straight. That's a little trick too, to keep it from moving. So that way the wobble stays pretty much straight. So I've got the tape on there, so I'm gonna go and press really firmly and get it on the bolt first. All right, so once I've got that socket on the bolt, I'm going to break it free. I've got my ratchet right here. And you can also use power tools, but something that you're trying to do really fine right here, and I'm not trying to drop this bolt, I'll just use a hand tool. So that way, so I've got that piece off right there. See right there that the bolt is still in the back side there. And I'm just gonna leave the socket just like that, because you can pull that out if you need to remove the bolt or anything like that, but I'm just gonna leave it just like that. And the quick easy fix, so now that's the broken one. So this is the new one, and it goes on. It's got the little plastic tab right there and two little tabs right there. So it almost just, and you want to make sure that this little rubber or plastic piece right here is on the vehicle, and because it does pop off. You can see right there, it just snaps in. You want to make sure that it's snapped in flush. So you want to pull up on the handle just a little bit so you can get all the tabs in flush. All right, so that should be flush just like that. So now I can go ahead and start tightening this bolt inside. And you don't want to over tighten this bolt because it can break. It's just plastic. So that's why I'm using hand tools on this. And you can see right there, so there was a little bit of a gap and it just pulled it tight. So I'm gonna snug it up just like that. Don't over tighten it. Pull my socket out and you can see the tape, it made an impression. So if I did have to pull that bolt out, and it would pull out fine and it wouldn't drop down in the door panel, and you'd have to pull off all this inside area here. Second thing is, so once you get the bolt tightened up, you have this little rubber plug right here. So you want to pop it back on to cover up that hole in your door. So there you are, it's all popped in flush. Shut the door and then give it a test. Works perfect. You want to make sure that everything's all lined up, and it should be flush with the door panel right here, and then this piece right here is secure. So test it a couple times and there you go. So that pretty much wraps up this video. That's how you fix a Kia or Hyundai door handle. So that pretty much applies to almost all Kia and Hyundai door handles. They're all pretty much the same. I'm wanting to say 2006 and newer. They're all pretty much the same style with the slide in and hook, and then they got the one bolt with the inside of the door panel. So you can use this trick with the tape and the socket. It's a 10 millimeter. Also, if you have a magnetic one like I do, it works very well for you not to drop the bolt inside the door panel. So I'm just using some electrical tape, 10 millimeter, and a ratchet. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button down below. Click the little bell for future notifications and smash that like button. Thanks for watching.